Father, help me this morning. All right, so we're going to start quickly. I'm going to try to not use all the, take all the things that I have prepared today because I want to segmentize it. I'm going to be talking on purpose. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
You hear me? Last week I was talking about seed time and harvest. Seed time and harvest. But I was also diving on to share a scripture with you, which it should be a revelation to some of you. The Queen of Sheba came from her country to see Solomon, not just to see Solomon, but to pay homage to Solomon, came with silver and gold and all kinds of gifts because he heard of Solomon's accomplishment. He heard of Solomon's accomplishment, what Solomon had accomplished, had done, the fame of it. When you accomplish something, there is a fame associated to it. Some of you want to be famous for doing nothing. Some people just say, I want to be famous. Famous for what? All these are so-called celebrities. They are not famous for anything. No? Because you are acting, you are famous. That lie. Begin with the end in mind means, sometimes some people pursue a lot of pleasure. After you have, some people say, I want to just drink. After you have got that alcohol and finished whatever you were doing, after you have made that your hair, or after you have, I want to eat a meal, you are just dying for it. Remember the person that sold the birthright, porridge, for he sold his birthright. After you have, you realize that the price you paid for it, was it worth it? That's why I'm sorry for those who pursue money. All these Yahoo boys who go to all kinds of things, all kinds of rituals. Some kill their mother, some kill their sister, some kill human beings, some do all kinds of evil things, or even robbers, just to get money because they believe that money is everything. Behind it, there is emptiness. When you have gathered it, you realize that it's worth nothing. Is worthless. What brings joy to a person and satisfaction is that thing you have done has fulfilled purpose, has accomplished something, has impacted someone, has lifted something, has been a blessing to your generation. The Queen of Sheba, they heard of the fame of Solomon for one thing, for his what? His accomplishment. The accomplishment came through where? Wisdom. Wisdom. And by every other thing this month of August, seek wisdom. A lot of problem we all have is lack of wisdom. Wisdom is knowing what to do at the right time to bring about the positive results. Wisdom, application, right application, wise application, timely application of knowledge, but it must have relevance with time. The show of Saka, they understood, they knew what to do, they understood the season, and they knew what was required of them to do in that season. Some of you, you don't know what to do in that season. You rise up when the season has passed, or you react or do something before the season comes, and then you miss it. I'm trying to lay a foundation for what I'm discussing this month of August. Purpose. Purpose. I've come to realize that Solomon understood his purpose. He sought for what? wisdom, that he might rule the people well. And he ruled them well. And what happened? What came out of it? His fame. He accomplished great things. And the fame of those great things went about. It is people that make things happen. But making things happen is not sufficient in itself. Because you can make bad things happen. Do you understand me? Yes. There are people who kill people now. They are making things happen. It's in the negative. There are people that do all kinds of evil things, perpetrate all kinds of, there are people that create fashion, that create commotion and problem. They make things happen now. They are famous for what? So when they are talking about making things happen, it's making things happen to impact the world positively. What were you created for? Each and every one of us, there is something you were created for. Each one and every one of you. Even in ROGS here, there is something you are here to accomplish and to do. And you need to know it. And you need to pursue it. So let me not jump. Let me just go with my notes. What is purpose? Purpose means the reason for which something is done, something is created, or exists, or intended goal, or intended use, or a strong sense of determination. In order not to drive your mind wide, remember, is it Jacob that was going on a journey and then he slept and wrestled with God? Abi, you remember? Yes, was it not? It was Jacob, eh? But he now decided to lie down and then he used a stone. He put a stone and rested his head on the stone. Is that not so? And it was there he dreamed and saw God. And you understand me? He rested his head. How can you rest your head on a stone and be comfortable and sleep well? He was on a journey. He saw his rock. He rested his head on it to sleep. And then he met God. That stone became a resting place for his head. So, the purpose of that stone for him at that point was a place of encounter. Let me just dive to it. He set up the place and called it what? Bethel, an altar. He raised an altar unto God, a place of meeting God. Do you have an altar where you meet with God? I said, do you have where you meet with God? Where do you meet with God? This is a new month. Have you met with God? Have you asked God, what's your direction for me this month? And in RGS, what's your direction for me? What I'm trying to say is that you can actually make a purpose out of something. Like we have made this hall this morning as a place we want to meet with God and pray. So when we come in here, you keep it holy. You hallow it. Do you understand me? We have consecrated this place. Before we used to meet where? But now we have, so the purpose of this place every Monday morning is what now? For what? It's a chapel to meet with God. So when you come, reverence it. So I'm trying to dive into some small things so that I can make you think wide, because I'm believing that as we speak and discuss these things, your mind will begin to hit various things. There's a purpose for your laptop in the office. Your phone can be for your use, but when it comes to an office, it becomes a different purpose. It becomes a means of you executing your job. Not for you to go and be relating on social media, to be gossiping and to be hearing stupid. You shut it out. When the prophet told that woman, he said, he said the widow, and he said, go and borrow vessels. When you have gathered all the vessels, he said, take it into your house. He said, shut the door, so a miracle will happen. Many of you are not seeing miracle of God in your life because you are not shutting the door to negativism and to all kinds of social media news and all kinds of propaganda going about. They shut the door and then they have a focus to heaven. Some of you are not able to accomplish something in your work because as you are doing your job, you are doing other things because you are refused to shut the door. There's a purpose for your phone when it's in the office. It's no longer for a means for you to, it's a means for work. Do you understand where I'm going? Okay, I'm trying to just dive some few things. So let me go on the purpose proper. So purpose means the reason for which something is done or something is created. The microphone just now, what was the purpose? To amplify my voice. Is that not so? What if I take, where's the mic? What if I take, don't switch it on, no? Don't on it. Hello. If it's not amplifying my voice, what happened? It's no longer doing, is it fulfilling his purpose? Is it fulfilling his purpose? All of you eat food. You put salt in your soup to add some taste. But if you add salt and then there's no taste coming, you add salt, what happened? You throw it away. There's a purpose for every creation of God. Purpose means the reason for which something is done. Purpose means the reason for which something is done, or something is created, or something exists, or intended goal, or a strong sense of determination. It's a reason why an object exists, or an action is taken. The purpose of the pen is to write. Is that not so? There's a reason. There's a goal, there's an aim, there's a target, there's a planned result you hope to reach. It's your mental state of intent. There's a purpose, there's a mental state, there's something you want to accomplish, there's something you want to get done. Purpose is your why. The reason behind the action. Purpose is your why. The reason behind the action that you are taking. There's a purpose you are created. There's a why you were created. There's a why you are employed to work in ROGS. There's a why we have all gathered together here now. There's a why you are all here. There's a why. There's a why. Are you fulfilling the why? That's where the answer will also be. Are you fulfilling the why? Purpose is why it matters. Why that thing matters. Once you don't understand the purpose of a thing, abuse is inevitable. Failure is for sure. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. When you don't know the purpose of a microphone, you will use it as hammer. Is it not? Does it not look like a hammer? Does it not look like a hammer? Yes. When you don't know the purpose of this thing, you can use it as hammer. Is that not so? And that's how many of us are. You don't know your purpose. Therefore, the why is being abused, misused, abused, misused. There's a purpose you were created. Why were you created? Why? Why are you here now? When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. Let's think of purpose in this dimension, in 3 layers. 1, there's a personal purpose. The impact you want to have while you are here is what makes you feel meaningful instead of just a to-do list. I know at the beginning of the year we talked about having a to-do list. But it becomes mechanical. Many of you are not, if I ask you where your to-do list for this week, you don't have it. Because there's nothing burning in your heart. There's nothing burning in you. So the impact of what you want to have while you are here, make something meaningful for you. Some of you, you want to have something, you will not give up until until you have that thing. It drives you. Some of you want to eat bean cake, akara, until you eat it. Some of you want to put on a particular hairstyle, especially ladies, until you do it. You don't feel you are beautiful. There are some of you, you feel less overwhelmed or very overwhelmed because you don't know your purpose. You don't know your purpose. What about our team? In our teams, the reason the company exists is just beyond making money. Purpose pulls people. Your purpose pulls you into your destiny. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy helping people. I tell you, when we started, I went to Huawei to go and do something else. But I was now asked to go and bring people. And my passion to help people get a job got me this. There's a reason each department is set up. There's a reason now we have what do you call media team, Abi? There's a reason. There is a purpose. Do you understand me? There's a purpose for there's a purpose for admin department. There's a purpose for internal HR. There's a purpose for legal. There's a purpose for each team set up. Once you don't understand the purpose, the why of that, once you don't know the why of that, you will abuse it. When purpose is clear, your client will see it and they will show loyalty to what you have to offer, even on tough days. Then the number 3 fair is on everyday purpose, the intention behind one's task. There's an intention behind the task you are given every day. The task Paul is given, the task Elizabeth is given, the task Samuel is given, the task, Motrayo is given. There is a purpose behind the task. The why of that task is what you must know. Why am I taking this call? Why am I talking to a client? Okay, let me say, for example, you are a receptionist who is customer service. You talk to people. If somebody calls in and then you need to respond and you don't know the purpose why you have to take that call, you can be shouting on the person. Is that not so? But when you know that you are the interface between the organization and that person, you say, hello, how are you? How may we be of help to you this morning? Oh, just like we get the story of that bus driver, when we're talking about, emotional intelligence, who when people enter the box was always smiling. You're welcome, making them feel heard, making the person feel loved. There's a purpose behind every task you are doing. Whether the big one or the small task. 2 ways for you to spot purpose is number 1, energy test. What would you seek care about if no one clapped or paid you? What will you be willing to do for Mr. Sazua? Even if he chooses not to pay you, you will do it for RGS. Some of you are wrong. What will you be willing to continue to do if you are not appreciated by your HOD or by the MD? Let me explain this. Purpose is that thing that you want to do. You want to get done. Not because you are being paid, but it propels you, it burns in you to do it. Energy test. If there's no burning energy, no fire in you to get things done, then that thing is not your purpose here. That thing is not your purpose here. Even when there's a work and assignment, instead of doing the work and assignment, is to sit down and do something else, or to be sleeping, or to be gossiping. It means purpose is that thing that when you come to know it, drives you, pumps you, you find you just want to do it. I remember what brought me to where I am now, like I told you, I want to help people. And today, people are helping me. You know what I mean by that? Because you help people. Have you ever seen water passing through a pipe and the pipe is not wet? See a pipe. All of you know pipe. Picture in your mind. Next time maybe I will do some illustration ahead,